Hi there, how are you doing? Now in this section we're going to learn about a factory pattern. Now this example will demonstrate to you the power of object as well as function in JavaScript. Okay, so let's create a function. Let's say we want to create a person. Okay, so we want to create person many times for many different persons. So instead of writing separate objects for each person, which is kind of stupid, we're going to use this pattern. Okay, so let's see this in action. Function create person, and then let's say we create a person with name as job. Okay, and then this function, what it will do is the purpose of this function, the reason we're writing this one is we want to be able to dynamically create more than one object. Okay, so what I can do is I can, let's say, variable object equals to new object. Okay, I declare a new object. Now what I can do is object dot name. Okay, I'm adding the name property to this new object, and so the name property will be name. So whatever is passed down from the function, that name will be assigned to the object. So same with the age, object age equals to age. And then same with object job equals to job. Okay, now let's create a method as well. Objects say name is a anonymous function, and it will return this name. Okay, it will alert this name. So what this function will do is it will simply return this object variable that we created. Okay, so it will create the object, it will return the object variable. Now this variable is in fact an object. Okay, so it is an object, and it has dynamically its name, age, and properties are defined based on the function arguments. Okay, now for example, if I want to create a new person, okay, person1, okay, equals to, now it's to create a new person1 object, all I have to do is call this function create person, and then pass in the arguments such as name, age, and job. So Ryan, age, and then job. Okay, so this is how you can create object using the factory pattern. So we have a function, it takes the arguments, and this inside the function we create an object, and object properties will be based on the arguments. And then this function, what it does, it returns that object. So all the names, age, and properties, every time we can create a new object dynamically, like so. Okay, so same with, let's create person2. We can create many objects now. Create person, so this time let's say Jen 20 dot. Okay, so we wrote this function which creates an object, returns an object. Now we can use that many times without having to write every time, without having to create object explicitly like this for each and every time. So we can create thousands of new person instance and save to the database or whatever, but we don't have to write it down that many times. So that's the use of this one. So let's see this in action. Console log person1, let's see what we get. And we get a new object, name is Ryan, age, and all that. Okay, so same with that, person2, and we get another object. So this is one dynamic way of creating objects using the factory pattern. All right, so in the next video we're going to cover the constructor pattern. I'll see you in the next video.